Alright, welcome to our review of our Snowy River SR20F. It's now the 22. Don't be fooled, it'll change. It's got the east, north-south bed in it, so check it out. This is our Snowy River SR22. Alright, so we've been travelling for nearly 6 months now, and we're travelling in SR20F, which is a 2019 Snowy River. Now, it's labelled the SR22F, it's got the north-south bed. So here's our review. I'm going to take you for a walk through our van, things that we find that have worked, things that we've changed. We're from old sunny Melbourne. We've escaped the winter, and we have done the lap up the west coast, and we're now up in Darwin. We're going to come back through the middle. We're due home in a couple of months. So we've done nearly 5 months permanent living. We've done a heap of trips before that. We've done about 3 years of just on and off, just tripping over Christmas, 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. So we've used the van a fair bit. So we think we know now our way around it. Up this end, bed, nothing fancy. Underneath is all our tables, chairs, stuff that we use pretty often. Little cupboards down here, as you can see down the side of each bed is just storage for us. There's 5 of us in the van, so we are chasing storage down each side. Each side of the bed just gets lumbered with stuff, but every time we travel it gets tossed in there. So ultimately, if you could change that to some sort of cabinet, that would be sick, but it works that way anyways. Up top, fan, lifesaver. We're off grid a lot of the time. Without that fan, I don't think I would have got much sleep. Like, that thing is just absolute must have. Anyone that doesn't have them and wants to live like long term in the van needs to get one. It like just saves you, man. Other than that, clothes each side, you know, it'll be a mess, but up top, clothes, more storage. School gear is up in this one. Sarah has an extra cupboard for clothes because she's got to look good, and she does. Beautiful wife. TV. We've taken our microwave out. Why did we do that? I put in a bigger charger. So this is the Renogy MPPT solar charger and our DC battery charger behind here. So that gives us a lot more capability to charge our batteries, and we've got solar batteries. Also, lovely little place for the coffee gear, which is a must. You've got to have your coffee gear. We just make it on the stovetop coffee. It's just so good. Who needs a fancy coffee machine? Up here, genius, what the van came with now just acts as like a distribution board. We've got a small inverter. We've got that. We've got the inverter because we like making our videos, editing photos. So that is purely pretty much there just to charge our laptop. It's only 300 watts, but it's enough to do that. It charges a few different things, so you don't have to get like funky different like chargers for every this, that and the other. The other one, that's also just our charger. We don't charge our battery unless it's really overcast or we're under shade. That's our charger. We just switch it on and off as we need. So at the moment it's off. We're getting plenty of sun on the roof. We've got 300 watts of solar, 320 maybe. We got plenty of solar up there, like no probs there. So we just switch that on in the shade. It'll put 20 amps an hour in, a couple of hours, she'll be back up. We've added battery monitors. So that tells us where we're at. Just a little monitor, what's going. We've got a diesel heater. Our diesel heater is actually installed under our chair. That's the exhaust for the diesel heater. They are Mickey Mouse. They use next to no diesel, very little power, and they make you so warm. In the bungalows, it was like less than 5 degrees every night, which surprised us. We only just had enough diesel to actually keep ourselves warm, but we were using it every night, and it is so good. 10 minutes, the van will be up to 20 degrees. It's just like, it's magic. I can't describe it any other way. Magic, and it's quiet, so you can sleep with it. Other one, we put the Nuova Mapper table leg. This thing makes so much difference. Table used to sort of be here. It just gives you more room. You want to cook, slide him over, slide him this way, push him right out of your way, you get a little spot to sit on the end. Bloody expensive table, but they are good. So I put that in, but I would not get a van without it. just gives you that little bit more room. And when you've got 5 people in a van, every little bit counts. Down here, obligatory drawers, cutlery, bowls and stuff. This is a bit of a mishmash one. The oven, we like using the oven, but the internal glass on corrugated roads, and we've known a couple of people, shatters. Corrugation, the internal lining glass has shattered twice on us now, so now it's useless. But anyways, it's there. When it works, it's beautiful. Makes scones and stuff. Up here, this is just food. Food. 5 of us in the van. Let's hope nothing pours out. Food. We put extra shelves in. They are a must. If you've got all this shelf, you don't have a mid shelf, your half of it's wasted. So that is just absolute essential extra shelf. Another Sirocco fan for 3 boys at the back. We probably could have extra ones to keep them cooler, but this does just enough. $3. 1, 2, 3. So we've got the names at the end of each. Sarah's gone on like giving a bit of personal touch for each of the boys. They sleep here, they love it. Parker at the age of 10 starting to maybe grow out of it a bit. They're not very long, but say love it, it's Caravan. End ones, bottom, that's our washing machine in there. Boom. We use that a fair bit. And the boys have 1 basket each, some socks, toys, misc at the top. And that's 3 boys. And that's enough. That's all they ever use. We've got a couple of jackets stuffed under the couch. But other than that, that's got them covered. And it works fine. Bit of a mess sometimes, but she's alright. Then, ensuite, toilet, and shower. But honestly, I don't think we could live without a van. Not for a long time. Without a van with a shower and toilet. Off grid, just being able to have a shower, albeit you can't have a lot, you've got limited water, but no shower, it's just hard. So, especially with 3 boys, and they get so grubby. But yeah, that's that. Up top, this is like our linen cupboard. This can be a bit of a mystery drawer. Towels, anything you can do to get like lightweight towels, those sort of like light fold-up towels, is really helpful because it just means you can get a couple more extra towels. And there's 5 here. Big towels take a lot of room. And that's our van. So let's talk about things we've changed in the Caravan. I've changed a little bit, not too much. Check it out. On the fridge, we've just got the regular 3-way gas fridge. So on the fridge, I put an extra 2 computer fans on the back. Just tapped it into the 12 volt off the actual fridge. Just give it a bit more airflow. It makes such a difference. We went from struggling to keep the frozen things frozen, which just works no props. Just flick that bad boy on in a bit of heat. She's Mickey Mouse. Sirocco fans, 1 at the back, 1 at the front. Get more if you want them. They are a lifesaver. They're so good. USB points. Bedside USB points. Either side of the bed. And 1 under the table. You need USB points. If you're off-grid, in my opinion, you just need to get as much into just 12 volt usage and just get rid of your 240 volt needs, because all it does is just drain power super quick. So get rid of as much of your 240 gear, bring in the 12 volt gear, your phones, small battery appliances, yada yada yada. You'll figure it out. But there's usually a substitution. And what have we done outside the van? Not much. We left Melbourne with the tyres that came with the van in 2019. We've only just changed them in Darwin. So it's like they've done north of 20,000 k's, 3 or 4 years, lots of trips, off-road, a little bit, not much. But, so we've only just changed them. We've just put on like an all-terrainy sort of tyre that's come out of a bloke in Darwin. They look pretty tough now. Otherwise, outside the van, we use this barbecue arm. This thing is the business. The barbecue arm is like our cook station. We have the Weber and a companion like outdoor gas stove, and we use that 90% of the time. Inside it just gets too hot to cook. You need to cook outside. Everyone talks slide out kitchens and stuff. We use our front boot to its maximum. So we put a kitchen in there, we'd lose the use of the boot. So we prefer just to have that barbecue arm, and it works really well. Easy to set up. It actually, we just flip it around the other way and it sits across the front behind the gas bottles. It's really nice. It works really well. Otherwise, tow hitch. We use the Levels upgrade. It comes with a, I think they're called an easy hitch or something. They're really good, really easy to use. Work really well. Other than that, outside of the van's pretty stock as a rock. Not much else bolted on. No, that's pretty much it. Next question, what's broken on our Caravan? Not too much. Start off, we thought we'd have a few more issues. Break one, the oven. The inside glass, there should be a pane of glass here. Corrugations, we've broken it twice. It just breaks inside the oven. We have latches here to stop. We thought it was the door was coming open, it was coming out, it was smashing on the floor. But that's not it. It smashes in there on corrugations. We haven't done a lot. We did maybe 10 k's in on. We can go to Wirralty Beach to maybe 10 k's in on the corrugations and come out, and we drive pretty slow. So, you know, what do? Other things. Gas struts. We put gas struts in the van. The gas strut on this cupboard, because when it's in there, it's pushing up. So the gas strut's pushing the cupboard up. It's trying to actually, the gas strut's trying to open the cupboard when you're driving. You put it on corrugations, it's just shaking, and it just shakes the hinge. So then it actually we destroyed 2, maybe 3 hinges where the gas strut's trying to put them on. The one from Bunnings are too strong. So if you can get lighter duty ones, go for it. If you got the Bunning ones on, I hope they're going to be okay for you, but they did break our hinges and that caused us a heap of grief trying to fix them. Next one, this door. Snowy River, if you watch this, put extra hinges on the door. 2 hinges for this size door are not enough. You can see what I've done here. I've put big steel plates because the hinges have ripped out twice. The carcass just kaput. So on the road, steel plates are the cheapest thing I can get. It hasn't moved. Fell off again the first month of our trip, and we thought we were in for the biggest amount of strife. Haven't been. It's been fine, but you know, we thought it was going to be hell on earth. Every door was going to fall off, but it's just been that one. Just that one big door. Any big doors need 4 hinges, maybe 3 hinges. Just need additional hinges to support the weight. If you read the data sheet on your hinges, it'll probably say the same thing. Other than that, inside, not much else is busted. Been a really good van. Happy days, huh?